do you have to be psychic in order to read tarot cards? This is a question that I get from a lot of people who are interested in the tarot, but think that you have to have some sort of like psychic abilities or connection or superpowers in order to be able to read the tarot. Now, if you're interested in the tarot, I would definitely encourage you to learn whether you feel like you're magical or not. You can read the tarot cards basically off of the meanings, right? You can read the tarot cards off of the exact meanings and still be able to give somebody a very good tarot card reading. Now, where the psychic abilities come in is it just gives you that little extra, right? Like it's like the cherry on the top. It just gives you extra places from which to draw information from. And what I have noticed too is that sometimes over time, the more that you work with your tarot cards, they kind of do start speaking to you, right? You form this connection with them, whether you're sort of magical or not, and you have this little attachment. And sometimes too, your intuition will be one of the first things that will start to kick in, especially if you do practice with these cards a lot. And you will start noticing the details of the cards, or you'll start feeling certain things about them. And your intuition will kind of start developing over time, and you may develop some psychic gifts as you are working with the cards. But if you want to just start reading tarot and you don't feel like you're magical at all, please, I encourage you to pick up a deck and a book or join a class or something and really get to know the deck, because you can work with it either way. And I really think that it's sometimes intimidating and overwhelming when you see people who are doing card readings and are using all these other abilities and they make it look so easy. I think we think, oh, well, it's only because they're psychic they can do it. I could never do that. It's too hard. Well, learning the tarot is going to be hard either way. There are 78 cards in that deck and they have several different meanings, upright and upside down, and you have to really get to know them, and you also have to learn how to tie them together in order to be able to give somebody information for a reading. And I think that people, you know, look at that and they're like, oh, well, that only happens if you're psychic. No, it happens if you put in the work, right? I wasn't super particularly psychic when I started learning to read my tarot cards. I had a couple things, but the more I focused on my gifts and honing my abilities, including tarot, was when the other gifts started to develop and I got better and was able to give even more information on my readings. So if you want to learn to read the cards, please pick up a deck and give it a shot, and please don't be discouraged. You should work at your own pace and focus on what you're doing instead of focusing on how good other people are or other people's style or whatever it is that that you see in them that you think that you don't have. We all have our own gifts, we all have our own way of doing things, and it's not up to you to work at anybody else's pace except for your own. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and until next time, have an absolutely beautiful day.